The funniest thing about the whole Brittany Renner situation where she's beefing with her baby daddy is that I would be willing to bet that throughout the course of her career, if you can call it that, there was probably a many a men who were spending money on her that they could have been spending on their children, and that sort of behavior was never an issue with her until she found herself the baby mama. Now all of a sudden everybody needs to have their priorities in check. Now all of a sudden there's an issue with men spending money on hoes. Like, girl, please. You're sitting out here screaming at the top of your lungs that he spent $170,000 on his hoe, but there's only $11,000 in y'all's son's bank account. Meanwhile, that hoe is his wife that he's married to and has multiple children with, and the son who's only got $11,000 is 4. Not to mention the fact that word on the curb is he also allegedly pays $2,500 a month in child support. So $11,000 in a bank account, $2,500 a month in child support, and that's still not enough for a 4-year-old? Like, no, sis. I think what you meant to say was that it's not enough for you, because you cannot convince me you're not dipping into those funds. And then you're sitting out here trying to make this big spectacle about your son crying and trying to make it seem like your son's only crying because he has to go with his father, but then you also simultaneously made 0 attempts to soothe your son. And to be completely honest, I'm not making no accusations, this is just my opinion, but it kind of looked to me like Brittany and her mama were in that house riling that baby up before he even got there. Because believe it or not, babies and kids can tell when they're in like a tense, high stress situation. And so if you and your mama were already in the house getting hype and talking shit because you knew he was over there, I wouldn't be surprised if the baby started to cry. And a mother or a father or just a loved one in general who was genuinely concerned about the child being overwhelmed and worked up would have attempted to soothe said child. But you see, in my opinion, it didn't seem as though there was a genuine concern for the child being upset. There seemed to be a genuine concern in getting a video that you could post online to demonize this man, because what you're really upset about is the fact that he's providing his wife with the lifestyle that you thought you were going to get by having his baby. Because truthfully, it came across as though when you were convinced that you had found another way to secure the bag and secure the lifestyle by laying up under Kevin Gates cosplaying a conservative woman, you didn't seem to have an issue with the arrangement. But now that that situation's fell through, now all of a sudden you need to be online beefing with your baby daddy because he doesn't do enough and he doesn't provide enough money. It genuinely reminds me of that light-skinned girl, I can't even think of her name right now, but the baby's baby mama, the one that he put out on live, the one who made the whole song about how he liked her better because she was light-skinned and so on and so forth. Yeah, that bitch thought she was bigger than the program, and it is a hard pill to swallow when you realize that you were not.